Hey guys, today we're going to be checking out a video titled 10 Things in Sweden That America Will Never Have. American in Sweden. So, yeah, I should be checking out, videos like these more often, where Americans are actually in other European countries and, flexing what they got over there and, what they believe America will never have. So we're gonna be checking out this video, so thank you for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions, leave those in the comment section down below. I appreciate them very much, and thank you for watching. Let's get right into this video.
Hi, my name is Alex, and in this video I'm going to talk about 10 things that you can do in Sweden that you just can't do or does not exist in the United States. Now, my name is Lex. For those who don't know, I just moved to Sweden about less than 2 years ago from the United States, and I think it's way better. Number one on the list, in Sweden, you get 240 parental day of leave. Not only that, my wife also gets 240 days of parental leave as well. Here's the best part and the one that messes me up the most. If you had at least a job for more than or at least minimum of 1 year, you get 80% of your salary of paid sick leave to be with your kid. In the United States, that would never happen. You would have to find like a parent or a close friend or family to take care of your kids.
That's right.
And even if you take the day off or a week off to be with your kid because they're sick, you might not have a job. Number two, here in Sweden, if any meat that you buy from the store goes bad, they have something called Fast Varu Guarantee, which ensures that if the meat goes bad from the store that you bought it, you can bring it back to the store and they'll give you double of your money back for the meat that you bought.
Well, I'm moving to Sweden right now, boy. Sweden, make room for me, baby. Sweden, make room for me, baby. I just played. I'm not going to move to Sweden for this, obviously. I'm not one of them people who move just because something is, look greener on the other side. I'm not one of them guys. But however, that's a very good sounding thing. Like the meat goes bad. You're like, holla at me, baby. Here, you get 2 times. You pay $3 for the meat. Here you go, $6 for you. But I'm like, whoa, okay. Say less, give me, so yeah, money back guaranteed. I like that.
That is only if it expires. As opposed to the United States, you don't get any money back whatsoever. You lost your money. Number 3,
pay for that.
If you are sick and you have a doctor's appointment or you have any appointments to the doctor's office whatsoever, if you're using public transportation, you get a free ride to the clinic or to the hospital and from the clinic back. In the United States, you would have to find your way, call an Uber, call a friend or someone to take you to the hospital. And if you decide to even call the ambulance, it'll probably cost you $2,000. You might as well just rent a limousine to take you to the hospital while you're at it. Number 4, people.
I ain't never heard nobody said about the limousine, bro. Like, hey, that's bars, bro. That's bars. Like, what? That's funny as hell. Like, remember, it's expensive to get a limo, right? So to compare it to the ambulance is like, oh my gosh, like it's actually logical, so yeah.
Are way more civil than they are from the United States. For example, if someone drops like a pair of gloves or you lost your wallet on the way, you drop something or anything that you drop gets lost, people in Sweden would literally put it or hang it back to the nearest place where you might have dropped it so you could see that you lost it. For example, my daughter lost a glove, so when we went back to go for it or to look for it, it was hanging by the gate near that same walkway where we were walking. If you were to drop a wallet, a cell phone, or lost some keys or anything like that, most likely what people here in Sweden would do is go to the nearest police station and drop it off there so you can have the chance of finding whatever it is that was important to you that you lost. In the United States, they don't do that. It'll either end up on Craigslist or someone's taking it. Seriously.
No, bro, why he giving me all this damn? Nah, bro, it's probably because you're a Black American. I'm sorry, but dude got nah, bro. What the hell? But listen to me, man. It's the truth what he's saying, and the Craigslist line. It's like literally like a store, online store. Like people literally will. Like, let's say you lost your iPhone or something, they'll take your shit and sell it. and make money off your crap. So yeah, it's kind of funny what he's saying because it's real life.
Number 5, giving birth here in Sweden is completely free at the hospitals. I know this because I have 2 of my kids that were born here in Sweden, and it didn't cost me a thing. The only thing that I had to pay for was $10 for my wife to stay overnight, and that's it. $10 per night to stay at the hospital. As opposing to the United States, it will cost you nearly or more than $50,000 if you don't have insurance or anything of that sort. Number 6, the cost of pre-K, or aka what they call here in Sweden förskolan, is affordable as hell here in Sweden.
Talk to me.
An average not so good daycare, if you don't have a family or friend that works there, will cost you around $300. That's like $1,200 a month just for one kid. And you won't believe how much my kids are paying to go to förskolan here in Sweden. My kid pays no more than $120 a month, and they get food, they get to play in activities, all of that is included.
20,
as well.
not bad.
Number 7, here in Sweden, you get free dental health care until you're the age of 23. I find that to be amazing because in the United States, I never had free health care. I mean, even though I had Medicaid, which was like provided by the government, my parents always had to pay a co-pay fee for me to get dental assistance. And I'm happy that even though I wasn't...
I mean, the dental assistance is, a little bit of a tricky one. Hence the reason why it ends at 23. So if you're born in Sweden and you got shitty teeth, hey, what's up, man? But the whole point is, like, it's a little bit of a tricky situation because I personally would engage in dental, maneuvers, I guess, because I've always wanted braces, but they're freaking expensive as shit. Right. But in Sweden, if I was Swedish, I'd literally be able to have those, so I definitely get his point regarding this. It's not like dental is that important because you're not going to die from dental. Like it's really rare that, anyone really has any serious issues with their, mouth. But at the end of the day, it's still really amazing to have that advantage.
Born and raised in Sweden, of course, my kids get to experience this opportunity to, get their teeth clean and check for cavities, plaques, and all of those stuff that could damage their teeth in the future, of course. And I'm happy about that here. And of course, this only applies to Swedish citizens or there are permanent residents of living here in Sweden, of course. So yeah, it's a little bit too late for this gap to be fixed. Number 8, I am so happy.
Nah, brother, I love to do, man. Like, I got a little gap too, but mine's not as wide as his.
Happy here in Sweden, I don't have to face or be a victim of police brutality here in Sweden.
Bro.
Here in Sweden, most of the police officers, I can't say all because I have not met all of them, but most of them where I've been, they treat everyone equally. And they uphold the law. Their job is to literally protect and serve the people, and that's what they do here. I'm glad that I don't have to ever experience ever again the fact that if I meet an officer or if I see an officer, I might be endangered for my life, especially, as a Black American. It could be very, very difficult in certain situations, of course. Even though racism still exists everywhere here, including Sweden, I find it to be very fair and I'm very happy to live in a country where, I'm not, being a victim of police brutality because of my skin color. And that's something that I appreciate here in Sweden, of course. Number 9, filing your taxes here is completely free. Here in Sweden, whenever you decide to file your taxes, it is completely free. The best part about filing your taxes, because everything is connected to your Perso number, they have the track of everything that you've done and all the transactions. So filing your taxes takes less than 2 minutes, and it gives you the exact estimate after you finish filing for your taxes of when you get your taxes, which is less than 2 months. If there's no problems whatsoever, you get your taxes less than 2 months, as soon as possible. And that's what makes the tax system here way better than the United States, in my opinion. And last but not least, number 10.
Okay.
Get free education.
Right on.
Here in Sweden, as long as you're paying your taxes, which of course everyone has to by law, then
Exactly.
you're entitled to get free education. Not only that, I wish I
But is
knew
it everyone though? Like, is it everyone like residents and everything? Because a lot of people probably don't know that being a resident of a country, you actually have to pay tax as well. It's not just permanent residence, which is quite the, the weird thing. Like, residents don't get the privileges that a freaking permanent resident or a citizen gets, but they literally have to do everything that that person does. So it's quite odd, but I hope that he mentions it because he says everyone who pays taxes gets the free education, but I don't know.
about the free educational system that they have here in Sweden, I would not have at least spent thousands and thousands of dollars in college. I could have just came here to get my bachelor's degrees and it would have been just as good as studying in the United States. In the University of Miami, the average
Miami, all
semester,
right, cool.
correct me if I'm wrong, starts off anywhere from $23,000 and up. With that money, I could have started a business or done something.
I mean, it's Miami, my boy. But yeah, obviously $23,000 is a lot of money. But yeah, there are a lot of schools that are way more expensive than that in the United States. That's the sadder part. The sad part of the story is that that's not even the cheapest. For example, my sister who went to a private university in Tampa, shit was expensive, my dog. Like shit was expensive. So yeah.
Or save that money for my kids, of course. And I wish I would have knew that. And for those of you guys who are Swedish and you heard all of these 10 reasons or 10 things that you can't do in the United States that you can do in Sweden, don't take advantage of the system. Be proud. I hope you guys enjoyed the 10
That's
things that
right.
you can't do in the United States as opposed to Sweden. If you like this content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, like and subscribe for more of my ventures. I will be dropping videos.
That's right, man. I appreciate the honesty and the transparency regarding Sweden because those 10 things that he gave were really truthful. And there are things that like they structure your future in a different way, man. Like your health, like that's so important. Your education is like so important. It structures your future in a better, way. And a lot of people are not getting these opportunities. So, for a Swedish person who wouldn't take advantage of it, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like you have the opportunity to go to university for free, at least get the minimum a bachelor's degree. You know what I mean? But not everybody is going to do that in Sweden or the countries that give free education. But I'd advise you do it because it's a good thing to do in my humble opinion. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section down below. And as usual, I'm out of here. And yeah, peace.